Assalamu alaikum and welcome again. Now we are solving October-November 2017 paper 3. As you know, it's just only 2 hours 30 minutes. It's talking about data analysis, which is Microsoft Excel, and the web authoring, the Microsoft Web Expression. These only the two software. Now I will solve with you the task 2 spreadsheet. I will skip the evidence file and let's see what we have. You work for the Cozumel tourist board who use a spreadsheet to analyze data about cruise ship passengers in the Caribbean. Use the most efficient methods in the work. Now, you have to know that most efficient methods, they are talking about the shortest formula or function. You may have many ways to solve the problem or the question, but you have to stick to the most efficient. Now first, open and examine the files cruise CSV and location CSV in spreadsheet package, which means open them in Microsoft Excel, and you have to check that you have them in your supporting files. Just fix the fields to see them in the most visible way. Now, after this, save the cruise as a spreadsheet with the name cruise underscore followed by your candidate number. So we have to do that. If you skip this step, you will lose all of your work. So it is the most important step in your work. Now, in your cruise sheet, place the text cruise ship analysis left aligned in the header of the page. Place your name, center number, candidate number, right aligned in the header. So let's do it. I can get it from page layout, page setup. This is the header. This is in the left, and my name, as you see in the right align, JO014, and my supposed candidate number. Now what they want in the footer, last edited on, here, as I remember, it should be at the center. Okay, here, the automatic date. I can get automatic date from here, the calendar. As you see, it's and between brackets, square brackets, date, space, followed by at, and the current time. So, and here, current time from the clock. So, it will be in the center. If you want just to check, you may go for a print preview and you will find the components you have added. So I am sure now I'm working and getting my 3 full marks. Merge the cells E2 to F2. Format this merged cells and the G2 so that the text is center aligned, black, 16 sans serif. Sans serif, as you know, it's Arial. Let's do it from E2 to F2. Here, merge and center. Same for G and H, so you can just point to it by the format painter and it can just merge and center 14 here. Now what to do? Center aligned, black, 16 sans serif. Arian. Okay, I'm done. Merge cells from A1 to H1, format the merged cells. Text is right aligned, red 20, sans serif, pale blue background. Okay, so I will do it here from A1 to H1, merge and center. It is red 20, sans serif, Arial. Okay, pale background. From here you can get your pale background. This is light and this is my pale. Okay, then in the cell B4 here, enter the function to look up right aligned. I forgot right aligned. Thank you. Now we have to use lookup to look up the name of the cruise shop destination from the content of the file location. Okay, when I use two different files, you know that we will not take care about the absolute reference. It will be automatic. But you have just to check that the system is working on it. Now I will go to B4 here. And this is the destination code. Here is the destination. And I have just to find that this is the location code and this is the location, which is the destination for that file. So please be sure that you are working right. It is Vlookup because in the location file it is vertically done. Now what's my lookup value? It is ANT, the destination code that I want to know what is the name of it. Table array, go to the location from A2 to B214. The index is 2 because it is in the second column and it is exact match 0. Yes, salam. Now we did it in a good way. Now just replicate. Now you have full destination column. In the cell F4, enter a formula to calculate the average number of visitors a month for this destination, rounded down to the nearest visitor. Now we know that we have ready-made function in Excel which is named average, but average is tricky. You have to check what is your examiner is looking for. Now, after I have examined the data, I found that they are talking about visitor for this period, which is the 3 months. If I want to take the average for many months, I have to get the visitors for each month because I have to get total over count. But here I have total. It's not individual numbers. So to get the average for this case, this is the total and this is the count. How many months for this total of visitors? So it will be as number of visitors, which is the total, over the count, which is the months. That's all. Now they are talking about rounding this number down to the nearest visitor. Round down. Now what will I do? I will just write round down, and as you know, after the number, which is the value of the division, put comma and number of digits because we are talking about nearest integer, so it is 0 decimal place. That's all. Now this is my total number of average. Just replicate and it will work in a good way. After this, In the cell H4, enter a formula to calculate the percentage change in the number of visitors between 2014 and 2015. From your math knowledge, we know that the percentage in change, it means the visitors in 14 minus here صح over so it was in 14 270, now it's 320, so it is increased, but I have to make it in percentage. It will be like this. So as you know, it's E minus G over G. Why? Because this is the original, so you want to know it about the original. So it will be 19%. As you know, you don't need to multiply by 100. Just when you choose on the percentage, it will make it multiplied by 100. And as you see here, we have negative. Why? Because it was in 2014 258, now it's 214, so it is going down. Here it was 677, increased to be 719. This is your figure that you are working in the right way or not. Now let's find what's in next page, question 7. Replicate the formulas. We have done replication and apply appropriate formatting to your spreadsheet. Now we have done the formatting. Visitors, I have no money currency here. We have no costs, just only numbers. And the change is done in the percentage as they asked me. So nothing to do. Save your spreadsheet and print the spreadsheet showing formula. Make sure it's landscape, row and column headings are displayed, the contents are fully visible. Let's do it. First of all, this is the orientation, landscape, formula, show formula. Please be aware that after you are showing formula or showing values, you have to click in the corner, double click between A and B, so it will be visible to you. Nothing is not fully visible. Now, they did not say to print in single sheet or single sheet wide or whatever, so don't care about is it divided into 2 pages. They have no restrictions about how many pages wide or the total of pages. Now just go to print. From page setup, sheet, just get row and column headings. If they asked you for grid lines, you can choose it from here, but nothing is asked. Now A to F. Next page you have G and H. So it is good. You can just print and back to your question paper. Every time they ask you for formula, they will ask you to show values. Now it is fitting single page as portrait. The row and column headings are not displayed and fully visible as usual. So please, this is portrait and formulas. Don't show formula in the corner. Double click and print preview. Page setup, remove row and column heading. Now it is not in a single sheet as you see. What should I do? I have to make it from here or From page layout, the width 1 page wide, 1 page height, and now look, it is just only single page. Okay, single sheet. After you print it, you back to your question paper and you find that new data has just arrived for Barbados in March and the British Virgin Islands in April. Okay, edit the data in the spreadsheet to show these changes. You have for Barbados for March extra visitors 70,041. Hi, Barbados. So it will be from January to March, 3 months. Look here, what shall we do? Now, they are talking about 2015, so they are talking about this number. You will put equal and you add the new number 70,041. This is the meaning of this question. Now, British Islands, here, they are talking about April. So, we are talking here about APR. Now they are 4 months. And I have to add for this number the new visitors 68,457. Now I have answered this simple question. Print all of the data as values. It is fitting single page. That's what we did before. Here. Just print out because all the specifications are done from the previous question. By this we have done the print out 3 and we have solved smoothly the first 11 questions. Now, question 12. In the cell E24, enter a function to calculate the total number of visitors to all destinations in 2015. Just only 1 mark. Let's find out the total number of visitors. Here it will be after the visitors in this period for 2015. The simple way is to find sum. You can just get from here sum and it will select for you automatically from E4 to E22. Tada! This is your total. Now, in the cell E25, enter a function to calculate average number of visitors to all destinations in 2015. So that was the total sum here, the average for all destinations. You can just click from here average and you have to be sure it is just for 22. 23 is not included because it is the total sum. Okay, so I have done this average. There is no specifications here to ask you about is it rounded down, rounded up, or it has any of the decimal numbers, so I will leave it as it. Now in E26, enter a function to calculate number of visitors to the most popular cruise destination in 2015. What does mean the most popular? It means with the most number of visitors. In math, we call it the maximum number. So here I want to find the maximum number for visitors in the 2015. Also from here, you can get max, but for 22, 23 and 24 are not included. They are the average and the sum. What simple questions we have. Now in I4, use a formula to copy the value held in B4. Replicate this formula to each destination and in cell E27, enter formula to return the name of the most popular cruise in your destination in 2015. Let's do the first part of 15. It's very easy. They are talking about in I4 here to copy the content of B4, which is the name of the destination, right? So equal this. Ta-da! As easy as this. Replicate, I have done. Now, these I don't want. And here in the I, let me sure, here, in E27, return the name of the destination, which is the most popular. So here is the E27, right? I want, this is the max, the number of the most popular. How can I get the name of this destination? Your best way is the lookup for this question. How? I will say Vlookup. What is the value that I'm looking for it as an answer? The maximum, right? Where to find it? Look here, please. These are the numbers of visitors. What I'm doing is the following. I'm looking for this number and these to match it with the destination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5. This is why we did the copy of B4 in the I column to find the name here, because it should be on the right of the number. We can't find it from the left. You have always to click to find on the right. So it will be on the right. So it is here in I, not in B. Okay. Which one? It is Mexico, Cozumel. Okay. Now save your work and back to the next question. It is 16. Place appropriate labels for the cells from D24 to D27. As usual, we have to label our work. Here, total visitors in, right? Okay. Here I can say average. Here, most popular visitors, most popular destination visitors, and most popular destination 2015. Okay. Now I have done the labels. Save your work, back. Next question. Save your spreadsheet, print just only data from D24 to E27, because this is the new showing formula. Make sure row headings are displayed and the contents is fully visible. So the easiest way is, first of all, formula, show formula. Make sure it is fully visible. Now this is from D24 to E27. You can do the following. Just set print area and now go to the print. Okay, They are not talking about landscape or portrait, so leave it as it. And here I can just pick column and row headings as wanted. So you can just print out this. After that, print only the data from يعني I column from 4 to 22 showing formula just to show them the data here. So you can pick this one now to make it as the print area. Set new print area. Now in the print preview you can find this column, so you can just print it, but please about this one, let me check. They are not yes, they are talking about row and column heading are displayed. If it is not mentioned, I have to disable or to hide the row and column heading. The contents are visible, so printouts 4 and 5 are done. Print all of the spreadsheet showing values. It is fitting single page. The content of all cells are visible. So please here, first of all, I will clear print area. Then formula is hidden. Corner fully displayed. Yes. Then I have to print in a single sheet. I print. Okay. Hide row and column heading. So I can just print my work. After that, extract only. Extract, it means integrate, search, find, select, show only. All of these are talking about filter. Now extract the data gathered for 3 months. Sort this data into descending order of percentage change. Print only the extract showing the values. Make sure that your printout is on a single page. The contents are all extracted. Cells are fully visible. Okay, now let's do the filter. Here I am and data with filter only for the 3 months. So I will just pick 3 months. Okay, now I want just to make them in the descending order of percentage change here. So you can make it like this. I like the classical way. This is the change. Descending, which means largest to smallest. And okay, here is the 34% to the minus 17%. So I'm doing right. After sorting, print only showing values, print out single. Okay, all of this is done. Just here, print, preview, single page, only the filtered data, and I have no column and row heading. I can do it. And by this we have, alhamdulillah, we have got our 43 marks easily in a simple way. Just stick to the instructions, be careful, highlight, underline the requested from the exam question, and you will pass peacefully with a full mark. Good luck, حبايبي.